is some promising news tonight about Canada's labour market. Jobs lost at the start of the pandemic appear to be slowly coming back and at a higher rate than economists had predicted. There's still a long way to go, though, to a full recovery. Canada added 419,000 new jobs in July. That pushed the unemployment rate down to 10.9%. For the first time, Statistics Canada collected unemployment data according to race. As Eric Sorensen explains, it provides a fuller picture of who is hardest hit by the changes in the job market.
From empty streets and an economic standstill in the spring to bustling cafes and a reawakened economy this summer, the Pint Sports Bar reopened, bringing back more than 20 employees. But it's still down for more than 100 workers because tourism has not bounced back and many weekday customers are still working from home.
This is the problem that a lot of us are facing, right? It doesn't truly matter how much space you have to trade in if there are no guests to serve.
In an economy still struggling, most jobs added were part-time. Women and visible minorities have felt the brunt, and more than 1 million full-time jobs have not come back.
But the labor market is still very weak. The point of fact is that you still have 1.3 million workers that lost their job during the downturn that weren't replaced when the reopening occurred.
The vast majority of jobs lost in 2020 have been a result of the pandemic, and you can see the pattern. The number of cases of COVID-19 climbed from February to March, and they began spiking in April and May to well over 1,000 cases per day before falling off in June and July. It is from that virus that came the economic flu. The number of unemployed started in February around 1 million, climbed to 1.5 million in March, and then peaked at well over 2.5 million in April into May, and then it began to drop in June. By July, more than 400,000 fewer Canadians were out of work than there were in May. The worry is that when schools reopen and winter flu season arrives, a second wave of COVID-19 could hit, and so could a second wave of unemployment.
Public health, education, and economics are all intimately intertwined. Job statistics and income in general is hinging on our ability to address public health emergencies, and all that is confounded by the ability to open schools. So education comes into this as well.
Epidemiologists and economists alike are watching the same public health data.
The virus is still in circulation, and I think this is going to temper the pace of economic recovery.
Bottom line for Canadians, job numbers may slowly continue to go up if we keep the number of COVID-19 cases down. Eric Sorensen, Global News, Toronto.